hearing.
Yeah. Well, we can only police it so much. And you can only control me so much, right?
Shh,
I'll
controlling
probably
you
be
is
the one to
impossible.
probably be the one that has an issue. Okay,
Ooh, what's for
so
dinner, Tracy?
ooh, I've already had my
Hi,
dinner.
Monica. Hi, Kayla. I think you slipped in here too.
Yeah, she did.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Mmm.
Ooh, Olive Garden. Anything special for Olive Garden or just didn't want to cook? Crockpot bean burritos with pico. Mmm. Not a pico fan, but the bean burritos sound good.
We had Parmesan chicken and garlic mashed potatoes and zipper peas.
Mmm.
Mm, what a must.
Spaghetti for Jan. I think we might be having BLTs.
Oh, that's what I had last night.
As in, I haven't made dinner yet. 9,
Uh,
Tracy. Wow. Just busy with like dance and activities or chicken and shrimp carbonara. Kayla said it was her husband's turn to cook, so he took everybody out.
I like her husband. He's thinking good. Hey, bud, Daniel,
Mushroom
can
soup,
you go get me a Diet Pepsi?
creamed beef, and Amish noodles. He's a keeper. He is a keeper.
We always talk about food.
We do. It
How
never
is that?
fails. It must be because it's dinner-ish
Maybe.
time.
I guess so. Y'all pardon me
Depending
for
on
a
what
second?
time zone you're in, it's dinner time. That's because it's good stuff. It is. Food is very important.
Or it's snack time, it's breakfast, second supper, elevenses.
Elevensies, onesies,
Yep.
eightsies, right,
Second
Kath?
break, second breakfast. All right, so tonight I'm gonna scrap a picture that I just took a little bit ago, and I don't know what you call it on the Android phone when you FaceTime. It's
I
just a
call it
video.
Google Hangouts.
Well, it's not Google Hangouts. It's through our, I don't know. I don't know what to call
Ooh,
it.
wait, tell me this.
Uh,
It's through what?
It's just through our phone. It's not, I mean, when I go to call,
You just like can video call?
yeah, when I call her, it gives me
Sweet.
an option to video call. So she has to accept it though. But she ended up calling because, our appearances are deceiving because both of us aren't feeling well. But I thought the picture turned out good. So,
It is a cute picture. You can
yeah,
kind of see in the eyes that you both look a little sick, but
yeah. And my I'm running fever. She's not. And my chest, you can see my chest and my face is really flushed. So, I really don't know that I'm gonna run just a quick auto filter. I don't really think I'm gonna need much here.
oh, that's the light bulb.
Yeah, behind her. I think
I
I'm
thought it was a crown, like a CROWN.
I think what I'm gonna do is just put a word strip over that rather than try to um,
Get rid of it.
edit it. Yeah. Okay.
Kath eats at 3 a.m. Why 3 a.m., Kath? Which one? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? An Adobe add-in, Kayla. That's odd. I've
Yeah,
never had to install anything.
sometimes it will do that with the
I've had to
Adobe Connect.
update my Adobe.
No, it's a little add-in sometimes you have to do. Okay,
Mm,
so that's tagged. I'm marking it scrapped, and we're closing this baby out tonight so it does not take up all my happy little bandwidth.
RAM. No
Yep,
more RAM for Lightroom.
no more RAM. Okay,
Give the ram
so,
back.
uh, and tonight I'm going to be using a combo of two kits, I think. So the first one is um,
Oh, it's iCaptured. I love that one.
I'm going to use Self Portrait by
Okay,
Sarah Gleason,
that one's
and
cute too.
then I am going to use the iCaptured, which has a bunch of stuff in it about photography and selfies and that kind of thing. There, if you search for selfies in our store, there are so many cute things that it's hard to narrow it down. And I already have several of them that I have used, and I hadn't used these yet. So I was like, I got to get them. So I've just made a little category in ACDC and tagged them so I can see both kits at the same time. So what you won't see is me on the other screen um, scrolling through all these supplies.
You
So
know, not to enable you, but that one kit you have, the self-portrait, the
mhm,
colors are really close to the selfie kit that was it Pink Reptile released for BYOC?
I almost got that one. Almost got it.
Because that one's really cute.
Yes. So, oh, now see, I
Monica
could
thought
use
that's what
this.
you were going to pair it with.
No, I picked an older one. I don't know. This one calls
I
me.
love that I captured. I've used it like a whole bunch of times, but
Hey, look, the little bright light. I could use that. Ha.
there you go.
And there you go. Okay, so moving that away, and now I am going to get started.
And you're scrapping in Photoshop CC, latest edition, downloaded and updated, correct?
I'm gonna say latest version as of a month and a half ago. I think
I don't know if
that
they've
was the
updated it
last.
since then, except for the camera plugins.
I don't
I
know.
think that's
Let
all
me.
mine updated recently. So, and actually, that was Lightroom. That wasn't even Photoshop.
Okay. So it should be the right one.
Should be.
All right. So I usually like to put my little stroke around the edge, but I won't want to do that this time because it's covering up um, some of my data
Information.
there. So I'm just going to use a frame or do some layering behind. And hmm, I'm just going to start piling stuff on and probably move stuff out too.
I can just imagine you as a paper scrapper, just like throwing everything on the desk and going, "What works?"
Oh goodness, y'all. I went into Joann's today because I had to buy some more thread for my cross stitch project. And so I go straight there. And of course, the clearance aisle is right near that aisle. And, I don't walk a lot, so I have to conserve my energy. And I was like, well, I'm just going to walk over there. There was so much cute stuff there for paper scrapping, stickers, and all that. It's like, oh my gosh. I missed that part, the buying part.
Yeah. Well, I do, except then I really like buying a kit at 3 a.m. or, you know, 11 p.m. and not having to worry about if the store is open.
Yes. Yes, that is true. Uh,
So,
so, um,
Kath wants to know if your computer's been running slow lately because hers has.
no,
Mine hasn't.
no, I've been doing pretty good.
Thank you, Monica. I try to make at least one great point during this whole thing, so now I'm done for the night. Tracy, that's true too. It's the same reason she likes buying or reading ebooks because she can get one at any hour of the night.
Yes.
I do still go get to the library though and check out books because I do like to feel a book every now and then. The Bright Light, Jan, is from the iCaptured kit. It's a collab between Mommyish and Just Jaimee. It's Life in Real Pockets or something, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just an iCaptured. It's a cute kit.
No, it's a real life in pockets.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It is.
Which tells you how often I use that kit because I know.
You're like, I know.
I know.
Uh,
So is anybody
Um,
scrapping while Cheryl scraps tonight? I didn't mean to interrupt you, Cheryl.
oh no, I ended up buying something though when I was at
Ooh, what'd you buy?
Joann's. I bought a Seven Gypsies chipboard banner. So it has like two triangles, two squares, and two pennant shapes. Because I want to do a banner above our TV. I had one there at Christmas time and I really liked it. So I had to um, I had to get that, and then of course I had to get some Seven Gypsies paper, some little ephemera, and then I bought some Heidi Swap gold color shine. It was on clearance for like 2.97. So
Her gold stuff is always so pretty.
I know, so I was like, okay, I need to get it.
Yeah.
So,
Kayla's getting ready for Digi Night Out this weekend. Moving photos around. Jan says it's too much thinking to scrap and watch.
uh,
I don't scrap while I play either, Jan. It's too much. Utah's still too cold for me, Kayla. We'll talk in June or July. Define warm, because Utah warm is not always the same. I find that depends. Everybody's so quiet tonight.
no.
Melissa's going to try scrapping. She should be folding laundry. Folding laundry is overrated. We actually had this discussion the other day at the park with some other moms. And they all decided that they just don't fold it. They stick it in there because it's not worth folding. Do you fold your laundry, Cheryl?
Oh yes.
Me too. But I still think it's overrated.
I think it's overrated as well, but I have this nice little folding table, so I feel like, compelled to fold.
I could see that. Ooh, Tracy's got it down. Everyone in her house is in charge of their own laundry.
Hey, there you go.
Kayla says her kids just pile it on their floor, so she's decided to just stand at the top of the stairs and throw her daughters down to her. Yep, that's pretty much it. The other kit you're using was called
Self-portrait by
Self-Portrait
Sarah
by
Gleason.
Sarah Gleason, Kath. Ooh, age 12, and they have to do their own, says Michelle. Alex has his own set of washer and dryers, and his dryer doubles as his dresser. I love it. Her daughter's lives on the floor. No, we've looked for dressers and gone back and forth on that. So right now he's using one of those IKEA Expedit shelves. Only it's an 8, so it's a 2x4, and just has drawers in the bottom and just pulls them out because that way it doesn't require much on his effort and I don't have to see it. So that works for me and my kid. Ooh, Kayla says she's got her husband folding it all while he watches sports. It's the best deal she ever made.
Ooh,
What do
she
you have to do in
is.
return?
She's a smart cookie.
She is. like how you're just, like, you say you're just going to throw it on there, but it
Uh,
looks cool.
It's
You're
just
not
kind of
doing your
being.
papers yet.
No, I'm just being
Wow.
rebellious. I'm being
I
rebellious.
just don't think I could do that. That's admiration. I would have
Really?
such a hard time. Oh, no, I have to have a paper on there. Because otherwise, how do I know everything's going to look right?
Oh, it'll look great.
Even if I go back and shrink the paper and add 3 more, I have to start with at least a paper. Kayla just has to let him watch as many games as he wants. So she doesn't have to do anything but let him watch TV and gets clean laundry. That is a good deal.
Man.
Jan says her husband is good with hers. That's awesome. That doily, Kath, that doily is very pretty. The blue one, I like it.
I like it a lot.
Do you like it a lotto? It's like a little, but a lot.
Ah, yes, a lotto. Lotto.
Do you often do it without putting your background pages? I'm still stuck on this, sorry.
No.
Because it just throws me off.
I'm
I don't know, does anybody else scrap that way?
trying to think my last few videos. Maybe one of them I did.
I mean, I have done it so far where I've like scrapped the whole page and then gone and gotten the photo and just had like an idea of a photo, which photo I wanted. But I
Right.
have to have at least the stinking background paper. So that's what's throwing me off. I'm like, how? It looks awesome, but it's so weird. What size is the shadow on your doily? Is it just your shadows
Uh-huh.
styles?
Just that one. Just that one.
The
You can use lace or I use flat paper. So once I get a paper behind there, I may change.
which one
Um,
you're using?
yeah.
Terry's pictures go first. Hey, Terry snuck in there. And then her background is next before any elements. Melissa says she could never do it like that. I'm not sure if she means no picture or just no background paper. Oh, Jan started doing it without the background lately.
Oh, see, I'm not alone.
Kayla likes background photos, elements. Hmm. This is intriguing. I always like to hear how other people scrap. Quite often I learn stuff too. Kath does her paper, so her layout starts 12 by 12. See, I scrap in Photoshop, Kath, so when I start with like a blank canvas, but it automatically starts as 12 by 12 because I told it to. Yes, Cheryl's blah, blah, blah. Let me try that again, Terry. Cheryl's styles are available in the store to buy, her shadow styles. Are they shadow dressed down?
Dressed up, I think.
Dressed up. There we go. Shadows dressed up. If it'll let me, here's a handy dandy link. There we go. Let's see. Kayla says she starts with a template first, 99.9% of the time, and then the rest.
I love her.
Melissa couldn't tell you the last time she scrapped without a template. Usually yours, Cheryl. Tracy has
Yay.
to start with a white background. So it's not my background paper, but the little gray checkerboard thing freaks me out. I think what it is for me, I've done that before too, Tracy. Started with just a white background. I think it's because I can't see the shadows on it. So I have a hard time judging that depth. Michelle prefers the white over the checkerboard. Let's see. Jan says you aren't held down by the background color. You can make it work for you instead of you working for it. That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Hmm.
Make it work for you. Your supply should always work for you.
Work, work it, girl. Do your thing on the runway. Work, yeah, work.
No, on the white cats, I can see the shadows better. Like on this one, I have a hard time. Just some of the subtler shadows. Like I can see it on the hearts and stuff, but like on, I don't know, I don't know, some of the subtler shadows, it's harder to tell. Are you calling it FaceTime?
I think so.
I love
And
it.
it's not,
It's not Apple, but it's still FaceTime.
no, but I'm still having face-to-face time with her. Oh my goodness. Can't stand it when
Ooh,
it does that.
hate it. It drives me nuts when you have to
Drive.
grab stuff in just the right spot.
Your drives, it drives me nuts.
Me too. Now you
Mm.
want to know what I have to do? I have to go in and I have to put them in the right order too, because it drives me nuts to have them out of order like that. That's my little control thing.
Oh, like,
So the either upside down or right side down. It doesn't matter which one, depending on how I want to layer them, but they
so
have
you
to
have to
start
know.
out that way. And then if I'm layering them on top of each other, so maybe I want every other one up, then I'll change them around like that. But I have to start out with them in the right order. Let's see. I was going to say, there is no icon on her phone, Kayla. It's just when she answers, she said when she goes to dial, it gives her an option to video call.
Hmm.
Huh. It's kind of cool. Well, no, it's really cool. I'm going to have to check and see if I can do that. Now, she has an Android too, right? She doesn't have an iPhone?
Yes. Hmm. Yep. We both
So I
have
wonder
the
if that's what it is,
Samsung.
because
It's the Samsung
Galaxy S5?
S6.
S6. The S6. Aw, Kayla's like me. She has to have them start out in the same order too with the alphas. And Jan too. Makes me
Oh,
feel a little bit better.
okay. Now, let's see. Maybe what paper I want to use.
Ooh, now she's gonna do her papers. No, that one doesn't work. It covered her face.
Ooh, I like that one.
I like that one.
Yes, I like that
Now I will go back in and I'll change out all my papers after if I don't like it, Jan. But I have to start with something that's cool. I like
one.
the
Okay.
big ampersand.
The big ampersand.
Ampersand.
95.
So is 95 just a percentage you like, or does it correlate to a numberish?
No, I just like how much it shows on the edge. Um, you know what I'm saying? Um, like when I'm gonna show off a paper in the background.
Yeah, I'm just really weird and I usually change it to the inches and type in like 11 and a half or 11 depending.
Oh, I just find it easy to do the
Yeah, the
like that.
percentage. You've got more practice.
Ooh, I
Um,
like.
I have a hard time using them, Melissa, but I really like them just like generally sitting there on people's pages. I don't have to have it refer to something. I just like it because I like the shape and stuff of it. But that doesn't mean that I actually, use them as often as I wish. So do you use a lot of titles, Kayla or Tracy, that say like you and me or them and us or I don't know. I'm not good at titles, can you tell?
Yeah, I use a lot of word art, you know, to
Hmm.
springboard.
I just don't understand the idea of titling each page. I've never understood that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's a thing though. It really is a thing.
Yeah, I have a couple in my gallery that have no title whatsoever. They have a name because they have to have a name to go in the gallery, but they don't have a title. Or, the file save title was something like Matthew at the Park, but that's nowhere on the page. Titles are pressure, Tracy. They totally are. Kayla has to have a title. Your video board update reminded me of that big blue banner of Windows 8 to stop you in your tracks. Oh, her video card update, Kath. Yeah, Tracy, pocket scrapping, pretty title free. But you do have one. They're just all called weak, 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 weak. Just low pressure. This and that. Oh, I like that as a title. Then and now, you and me, this and that. So I have a friend who wants me to take her kids' pictures. I've downplayed it as much as possible. Well, she saw the pictures that I took at the birthday party. She's like, "You have like a natural gift." I'm like, "My goal this year is to say thank you and not to do the well, but that I usually do." So I was like, "Well, thank
Yes,
you." And she's
I
like,
appreciate it.
I appreciate it. She's like, "Would you take a few photos? Because my husband was going to have his mom do it on her phone." She's like, "And you at least have a nice camera." And I'm like, "Well, a nice camera doesn't equate great photos, but probably
Right.
better than your particular phone that you're going to use." So I'm like, I do not guarantee anything. I'm not a professional photographer. It's just a hobby. She's like, but I really love the photos you captured. I'm like, I do not guarantee I will get any like that. I'm like, how many more ways can I say? I will be happy to try, but I cannot guarantee I'll get to great photos. As long as I've given a disclaimer, I'll tell them bring the cell phone anyway. Well, she really loved. I captured one. It was a first birthday party, and I captured one of the mom bringing the cake out. And there's
Uh-huh.
this moment where he turns to look at her, and she's just looking at him, and you can just like see the love in her eyes. And it's a really great photo, and I have no idea how I managed to capture that because,
Aw.
yeah, I'm whatever. But it was just one of those. I feel like I was just at the right place, right time, hit the thing at the right time. So
Yeah.
after seeing that one, she's like, "Oh, I totally want you," and I'm like, "Oh no."
You're like, no, no, no. No, no, no.
Oh, I will for you because I know what your plan B was. It's not like you were hiring a photographer.
Right.
But
Let's
yeah,
see.
burst shooting and delete the bad ones. Well, that's what it would be similar to that, Tracy. I guess when she was in, I can't remember if it was Michigan or Utah, they had a photographer that basically just put out some props and just had the kids play with them. And so really captured their personalities. Um, and that was with the first three, I believe, and now she's got five. So she really wants to do the last two like that too. So it's not so much a setup portrait, hey, stare at the camera. It's more of a, hey, here's a book, sit there and read, or something. Or here's a ball to play with, or something. And I'm like, that I could possibly do a little better. But it's a really cool, like the photos she has are really cool from that. Yeah, they look candid even though they're like professional. So it's cool. I think if I could find somebody like that, I might get my son's photos done again. We took him to one of those picture places when I think he was 2 or almost 2. And the
Yeah.
only photo I like is the one where he picked up the football and was about to throw it to me. Because he just looked happy because it was me that he was throwing it at, as opposed to all the little poses they had him do, and he just does not look very happy in any of them.
Mm.
So I've never taken him back. Oh.
Mm.
Ooh, playing with brushes. All your pretty little CU brushes.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun, Tracy. We'll see. Studios are pricey. You know, good pictures are worth it though, but I don't find quite a few of the picture of them worth it. I'd rather have a good photographer who will go out on site somewhere rather than in a studio. I love brushes too, Alma. So are you giving it a messy look or are you trying to be perfect?
Messy.
I love it.
Uh,
Exactly, Michelle.
what?
That's the other problem. She's took her daughters to a couple of portrait studios, but never her son. They're 15, 13, and 10 now. She prefers her own candid photos. And it's like, exactly. I mean, I really do have a lot of photos of my child. I probably don't need a professional one. Personal photographers are good. I always was jealous. I'm if you've heard of Project Life and you've heard of Becky Higgins, she had an article once back when I was a paper scrapper about how they hired a photographer to come in the house and follow them around for a day, basically. So she has like a day in the life, but it was done by not her taking the photos. And I was always jealous of that. I'm like, that would be so cool to hire somebody to come in and just capture every moment during, well, not every moment, but capture all the little moments during the day. What brush are you using to fill in the alpha?
It is a watercolor brush. Brush strokes is what it's called by just Jaimee. And which one did I pick? I don't even remember now. One of these.
Sorry. Whichever one looked like it would work really well.
Yep.
Oh, Michelle, we know that was you wanted to be kid photographer. Michelle says family photojournalism was the kind of photography she wanted to do if she went pro. A few of my photos are worth framing. Do you know what? I think every kid should have a framed photo, whether it's technically perfect in your eyes or whether it's just good. You know, then they can see themselves. Amma says she's had have to hire a maid first. That'd be nice. Maybe you hire somebody who's got really good Photoshop skills so they can get rid of the dirt everywhere. Just change all the
Right.
photos to black and white.
Right.
Tracy says she takes her own photos of the kids, but her son will be a senior, so we might need to find an actual photographer. Did you see the one Cheryl did of Olivia for her senior? She scrapped some of them. They're gorgeous. And she did them herself
Yeah, I can show y'all
in a
after I
minute
get
or two.
this done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love the way she's painting the title too, Jan. Kath wants to know if you load a set to use and then restore, I assume she means to defaults, or like with your brush sets.
That.
When you loaded the set, do you then
Uh-huh.
restore it back to defaults or do you leave a whole bunch in there?
No, I sometimes leave a whole bunch in there and then clear it out whenever I get ready.
And now you're
So,
adding a marker style.
yeah, kind of like that
So
one.
is each color on a layer or is it all on one layer?
The yellow and this aqua color on a layer, and
Hmm.
then the blue and the red are on another layer because I thought I might need to lighten it up a little bit more.
Gotcha.
But we'll see what the. I think I'm gonna go with one. Let's see what it does. Marker style one. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks so cute.
That
Look.
does look cute. I like that. That would be really fun to do for like a kid's art projects or something.
Okay, I
Color
really
in
like.
behind it.
Okay.
That is neat. I would have never thought to do that.
Super easy. And of course, you can, use different brushes or whatever, but that style is awesome just to make it look like a
Yeah,
marker.
totally. I always learn so much too, Kath. The style name is Marker Styles by Mommyish, right?
Yep.
I think that's all it's called.
Hmm. You
Like, I don't
got
think
it.
it's fancy named. Here's your style. It's like, here's your sign, here's your style. She has a really cute sketch one too, doesn't she? Or is that Jaimee's?
Mhm. I think she has a sketch one too.
Scribble and sketch. That's a really cute one too, for a fun little like school type tile. Jan says she had all her stuff picked out to buy for this week, and you're changing her mind.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry.
That's what a wish list is for. Quarterly
Mm,
sale, which will be
yep.
next quarter.
Camera strip. I'll do that one, I guess.
Is it May 1st? May 5th? It's the first weekend in May.
Uh,
Um, should be like about the 6th. I don't know when the quarterly sale is. That would be a Cheryl question.
uh,
Do you want me
my
to check the
brain isn't.
calendar?
Yeah, my brain isn't working right tonight, but I know that's
Do you like how I say it would be
INSD.
a your question, and then I'm like, oh, do you want
Yes.
me to check the calendar?
Well,
Oh.
yeah, I know that's
I don't know that we have it on yet.
ESD.
It usually is INSD weekend, right?
Yep,
Maybe, maybe not.
it is.
Okay.
I believe I'd have to look back and make sure
Yeah.
I'm not telling stories.
Tell stories. She likes to tell stories, watch out.
I like to
But,
tell
you
stories.
know, that's why she scrapbooks, is to tell stories.
Hee hee.
Hee
Hee
hee.
hee. That was good.
Thank you.
I like that.
Some days I'm good. My segues are awesome. And other days they come off as bad mom jokes, which are like dad jokes, but worse.
Yeah. The kids kind of like Jay's bad jokes.
I kind of like Nick's bad dad jokes too. They make me laugh.
I'm like, oh man,
Um,
really?
and I feel bad for me, but sometimes it's just like you can't help but laugh because it's more like out of shock that somebody said that.
Yeah.
Like you really came up with that?
Well,
Mm.
Olivia, she does make fun of me because I really like puns,
Mm-hmm.
and I get very amused by them. She's like, you can tell she's not very amused. She posted something, it was like a little GIF, and it's like somebody showing you a pun and they're laughing hysterically, and you just have this look on your face like, whatever.
Like, why is this funny?
And I'm like, is that what you do? That's what you do. That's what you're doing.
That's
But
exactly what you're doing.
yeah, she came and stayed last weekend, and it was a nice little visit.
That's always good.
Yeah, because Daniel had a little friend over, and I was overwhelmed by the testosterone, so it was nice to have someone else join
Does it
in.
make you
And
feel a little bad for like my mom and people who are surrounded by boys all the time?
yes,
Updating to what, Amma? From PSE 11. You gotta tell us what you're thinking of updating to. 15. Oh, the latest PSE? 15. Did you do 15, Cheryl?
I didn't. I'm still using 11 when I use it.
I have 11 and I have 13. She is warping those shadows wonderfully in CC.
Yes, I am.
I like 11 too. I liked it better than 13. I didn't feel like I can't remember what was changing in 13. There was something that I was so excited about, but I just didn't like it as much as 11. Weird, huh?
No, not weird.
And then I went to CC.
Yes, which I really do like, and I'm still like, learning. Like every day, I'm like, oh, I can do
Yeah.
that.
What was the thing I learned the other day? Dang it, now I can't
Now
remember.
I just need to add my journaling, and this happiness will be
Kayla
done.
has 14 and heard there were some strange things in 15. I know there were some strange things in 12. Like, my mom gets so frustrated with 12, but she won't put it back to 11 because
Like,
12 is newer.
Mom,
Yeah. I might have to just give in and buy her 14 or something, or 13 or 15 for her birthday in August. But yeah, 11 was a big day update. I actually went from 10 to 11 first, Monica. I think I had a trial of 10. I wasn't sure about it. And then when 11 announced they'd be able to do styles and stuff and not have to backload everything, I was like, yep, I'm going for it. Now, the warping action you have,
uh-huh.
you could do it the long way in PSC, right? Or would the action not work in PSC?
It works in PSE.
Okay, so as long as you separated the shadow, which is kind of a pain, but you can do that. So you could
Right.
still use that action,
Yep.
which is available for free on your blog, correct?
Correct. And if you're a newsletter subscriber, it's usually always down at the bottom.
You just have to hit see more.
Yep. Uh,
Yep, Kayla uses it in 14. Monica started with 6. CU and PU, Kath, really just the way you're going to use it. I don't worry about it because I'm not designing and selling stuff. So I don't worry if I buy it as a um, commercial use or personal use. Because really, the designer is okay with me using their commercial items personally, typically, especially actions. I don't know which styles those are, Kath. The Mommyish. Ah, yes, she did. Here we go. She had a transparent marker scribble style in the BYOC colors.
mm,
So the difference between that one and the one that Cheryl used is the one Cheryl used will work on any color and not change the color. And the ones in the BYOC um, will change it to be one of those colors. Is that the easiest way to explain it?
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's the other way around that you need to be careful with. If you're trying to sell something, you need to make sure that you have a CU license that lets you do that. I originally started on My Memories. Once upon a time, I had a program called like Lifetimes or something, and then I had one that was from like Making Memories, but I didn't like them, so I didn't stick to Digi. I went back to paper. I like the ones that let you use any color too, Jan. Typically, from Mommyish, I see those as her CU ones, but they're still obviously okay to use for PU. She's fine with that. i as in the last time I read her terms of use, it said she was fine with that. I do like getting the BYOC ones often though, because then I don't have to color match. They're already color matched for me. I just have to click, 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 and it's all the same color.
Mm, okay,
Cheryl's using her typewriter journaling.
I am.
I always worry I won't be able to read mine when I get older. I do a little bit,
I've
but
started
then,
using it lately, and I really, really have enjoyed it. Um,
yeah,
okay, did y'all see the post in the forum about how to see everything that you've purchased um, in the past? Like a visual
visually.
representation.
I saw that.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this over.
Yes, no, yes, no.
Okay, so when you're in the store, you need to make sure you're logged in, and then you'll just click there. And now there's a happy little choice called Visual Order History.
Oh, that wasn't there before. That's new.
Yep. Ooh, it's not showing my last one though. Mm. Sort.
As we all crash the store because we all go running over and logging in. No thanks, I would have a heart attack.
No, it must take some time to update or something. Sort
I
by.
don't have what I. No, actually, all of mine is in there.
Well,
No,
I
what's
just
weird is the
sorted
last
it.
thing I bought is actually farther back, if that makes
Huh.
sense.
Yes. So mine must
Sort
be further back.
by. Oh, you know what? Maybe the sort by date is sorting it by the date it went into the store
Ah, yes.
instead
So
of the day you bought it.
I think I'm gonna have to go. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
release date, not purchase date.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, Alma, just don't look at the prices. It's kind of fun though, because you can look back and you're like, ooh, that's really pretty. It's like your own personal shopping store. You're
I
like, ooh, that's
know.
pretty. I want to use
Well,
it. And then you go, oh, I own it. Let me go find it.
I
Okay,
already have that.
those things make me geek out. Your own personal shopping store. And then you can feel like you're buying something and you can hold off until you find everything that matches that you need to go buy anyway.
Okay, well, that was supposed to be quick, and it's not being very quick, so it's starting to irritate me now.
Ooh, Kath has 126 pages. That's awesome. What about an old baby, Amma? You could do your childhood. The Baby Kit by Forever Joy.
Ah,
You know, Jan, I would be in shock when I see how much I spend, except for the fact that I bought paper for a project and was more shocked by how much I spent in regular plain old paper on sale. I was like, okay, I'm going back
yeah.
to Gigi. Redoing Son's baby books. Ooh, that could be a fun project.
Okay, so my
Her credits are there. Did you get both kits in there or just the one?
I got both.
I only saw you do one. That's the only reason I asked you. I mean, I know you're
Yeah,
really good at
I
that.
flipped
So,
it
you
on.
know.
Yeah, there's Sarah
Flipped,
Gleason's,
flipped,
and
flipped.
there is Real Life in Pockets, and yeah, my fonts are in there. So now I get to save this little baby, and
Saving,
then
saving, saving.
saving, saving, saving. Then I'm gonna run my save for action, save for web action.
Save for web action, also available on her blog.
Yes,
The
and
font
then
you use, where's Bohemian Typewriter from? Is it a free font?
I think it's Defont. I think that's where I got
The
it from.
font.
Defont, duh.
Bohemian. The font.
Bohemian. All right, so
I don't see it at DeFont. I see it at Font Space or 1001 Fonts. It's free for non-commercial use only. The font is Da Bum.
okay.
So yes, Kayla, if you're not using it for selling stuff, it's currently a free font.
Yeah. All right. Um,
Okie dokie. Smoky.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop recording now because y'all want to see the. Does anybody want to see that? I didn't. I said I would show them to you, but if y'all don't want to see it, I'm like, the senior portraits.
The senior portraits. I think Tracy did, because she said she'll have to go looking for those. So, if you can just show them to her, how much
Yep,
easier.
yep.
Is there
Uh,
anything else that you guys missed that she did that we need to go over again? Y'all are super quiet tonight.
I know. I'm like, what?
I
What?
know, I feel like I'm
What?
talking
What?
to
What?
myself. Maybe we accidentally hung up on everybody else and it's just us in the room.
That would be about right.
Just absorbing it all. Ha ha.
Okay, I'm gonna end the recording. So,
Aw,
uh,
Cass says the recording's on. That's why